invite you to imagine something completely outrageous. What if Adam and Eve are 2K? Now, immediately some of you are already laughing because you know exactly what would happen. The Garden of Eden will not be peaceful, no chance. There'll be some feasts near the tree of life. There'll be TikTok dances with wild animals, and Eve would definitely have a get ready to live in paradise edition video. Because the Ama 2K do not simply experience life, we post it. Imagine Adam waking up on the very first morning of humanity, not thanking God for life. The first thing he says, Eve, did you take pictures of me when I was sleeping? And Eve responds, obviously the aesthetic was given. Now let's talk about the serpent in the Bible. The serpent was cunning and persuasive. But if this happened today, the serpent will not just be a snake, it would be a social media influencer. The serpent would arrive with confidence and a podcast microphone saying, you guys are limiting yourselves. You need to unlock your full potential. Why stay basic when you can evolve? And somehow Eve would listen. Because one thing about Ama 2K, we are curious people. Too curious. Someone says, don't click this link. Immediately, we click it. Someone says, don't try this challenge. Suddenly, there are 3 million views and somebody's in hospital. Now, let's look about after Adam and Eve eat the fruit. The first emotion will not be shame. It will be panic. Because the moment God says, Adam, where are you? Adam already knows the situation is serious. Not because of sin, but because African children know that when someone calls you using your full name, your future is in danger. Adam will start defending himself immediately, and Eve will start crying while preparing a note of apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, if Adam and Eve were Ama 2K, the fall of mankind will not stay private. It will trend for weeks. Hashtag garden drama, hashtag snake game, hashtag the forbidden food challenge. People will post reaction videos. 5 signs Eve was manipulated. A podcast would appear, the truth about Adam. But as funny as this sounds, there's actually something serious about it. Previous generation never experienced it the same way. Ama 2K are expected to succeed quickly, be attractive, be rich before 25, have a perfect mental health, have a sad hustle, and we still survive inflation. Every day we're comparing ourselves with strangers online. Somebody else is driving a Mercedes-Benz, another person is traveling around the world, another person is soft living. Meanwhile, you're sharing data bundles with your cousin and crying your phone battery survives the day. Our generation is constantly being told more is better. More money, more followers, more attention, more perfection. Honestly, that is not very different from Eden, because the serpent convinced Adam and Eve what they already had was not enough. And today, social media often tell us the same thing. You're not important enough, you're not attractive enough. Ladies and gentlemen, behind many screens are tired people trying to survive silently. But the most rebellious thing a young